Hello everybody, my name's Ali. Welcome back to my SnowRunner hard mode playthrough. This is episode 1 of season 6, which is Wisconsin. So, quick look at the map. I have been here before. The special expedition way ago. I think while I was doing Alaska as my main series, I came here to unlock the Paystar 5600 TS Thirsty Girl. So some of this map has been opened up, but just what was necessary, especially this map, to get somewhere down here, I think, was the upgrade. I think it may have been the engageable all-wheel drive, but anyway, there was an upgrade down here that I came to get. And as part of doing that, I did come down and find this corner. There is a fuel carrier there with 88%. Now, in this same corner, I believe, and this is subject to hard mode, I don't actually know for sure how this works in hard mode, but I believe if I do this only the worthy recovery, which is a large crane vehicle, and I can drag that back to that fuel storage area, I think that unlocks a fuel station that will sell me fuel at $2 a litre. So I am going to be starting on Grainwoods rather than the other map. So the other map here is Black Badger Lake, which is the default start place, and in order to get the Paystar unlocked, I came down through this map to reach the other one. So we're kind of starting the wrong map really, but first job is to try and recover that fallen vehicle. So as I said in the last episode, I'm going to use my Zix for that. So I'll deploy in the Zix here at a cost of 3,500, and so long Yukon. Thank you, it was fun, but we're now moving on to Wisconsin and I'm really excited for this. And then fuel wise, this truck is full to the brim. So spare wheel, trunk, repair supplies, and the main tank all full. So we've got as good a start as we can on this map. And we're going to go down through, I guess, through the rail station, across here, down here, probably come to about there and see about getting down into this. I also think there's some resupply points about here somewhere. What's my repair state like at the minute? Not bad. I've got some repair points. Only 44 needed. Yeah, okay, so I won't worry right away about repair points. I've got enough to be going on with. I'm not sure if I need to repair the vehicle I've got to recover, actually. Thinking about it. So maybe I will go down and get some repair points. I don't even know if the repair points have to be unlocked. So trader store there. I've not done much in Wisconsin. I came, got a truck, left, basically. So it is pretty much still a new map to me. And once I've secured a fuel supply, I'll be bringing the Ford Scout pickup truck. And we'll do some scouting as normal. Repair points and fuel supply needs to be secured before I do much more. So yeah, episode 1, new season. Excited. Always good to be somewhere new. It's quite nice to arrive in the daylight as well. Right, I don't know what access to this railway line is like, so I'm gonna assume I can get across here. I mean, I am in the Zix, so I shouldn't really have too much difficulty with the terrain. Let's see about coming across here, down to meet the railway line, and then into that railway depot, see what that resupply is like. Because if I get to the point that I need 400 repair points for that crane lorry before I can return it, then that's going to be quite galling if I haven't done that. But somewhere in here, according to Map Runner, I'm expecting to see a resupply zone. It might need a quest to unlock it. There's a yard there. So that looks just like that. Yeah, that's cargo handling stuff. That looks like a wooden house I could destruct. Let's have a look behind these buildings. Map runner just says resupply zone, hard mode only. I'm hoping it's here somewhere. Not that one. This one? No, that's a task. Wrong turn. There we go. That's the icon I was looking for. Resupply points. Engine off. So let's buy. Let's top me up. Let's back her up. We'll tag that wrong turn as well. Metal rolls there, but I'm assuming none of the cargo on the ground I can pick up. I know that I need to do some... There's crafting on this map where you can turn metal rolls into beams. What's this one? Driving through a forest at night is a terrible idea. Tell me about it, pal. We sent out a truck with a trailer for a technical assistance mission. The driver got lost, so the truck and the trailer both got stuck on the coast. We have no adequate equipment. We need your help. We noticed that you're in a S06E01, and that seems like the perfect truck. That's the very definition of adequate equipment. 6,700. Let's just... Where is that? Wrong turn. So that's down here somewhere. That's in Fog of War that I've not got to yet. I'll have to scout that area. Cool. Anything else in this area that I need to be worried about or thinking about? Hangar gives me service spare parts and 15 metal rolls. So now I want to come along this path out the south, follow this along and rejoin the road here. Then back to my original plan, which is to come down and get this crane. I believe it's a crane vehicle. See about hauling that back to the fuel station. As far as I'm aware, there's no snow or ice anywhere on the Wisconsin maps. It is just more of a Michigan vibe. Maybe a little bit of a tamier vibe to it. Nothing as boggy as Michigan yet. So that's why I think the Zix is probably ideally suited to it. Mud tyres. Pretty much go anywhere, won't it, on this map, I should think. It's got the biggest engine back in it as well, which is something that I experimented with, taking the big engine out in Yukon. Didn't really work for me. I think I'd rather just have extra horsepower when I need it. Carry on down here, I think. Yeah. That beginning part of a map where you don't really know your way around. More waypoints than normal. This is the sort of time that you could really do with a mini-map. I'd love this game to have a mini-map. Like a little GPS window in the corner. Would be good. Not a bad little shortcut through there. This map also has the huge Sequoia trees. Sequoia? I'm almost certainly saying that wrong. But anyway, the huge, I think 4-slot massive logs. And lots of these little spindly bridges over little gullies and culverts and things. I remember that from coming down to this corner for the upgrade for the Thirsty Girl. Right, so somewhere on the right Down there is a truck. Just about to see it, I think. I don't know if I'll need my crane. I might have to go back and get a crane for it. Let's see what we've got. I should be able to pull that back on its wheel, shouldn't I? What is it? Is it a Pacific? Is that a Pacific with a crane on it? That's pretty cool. Ask. Only for the worthy. We have an emergency. There was this big crane truck we were expecting. And by big, I mean big. It was going to the warehouse, but it flipped on its way here and fell into the trench. Folks who tried to help couldn't even budget. Maybe you're the one that can do it. 5 grand. Access to location, which I think is the fuel station. Cool. So we have to take that, we have to pick it up from here and take it back to this fuel storage area. Let's get it out of the trench and back up to this road and then worry about a route to get it where we need to take it. It's a little sort of rabbit warren of lanes, this place. With lots of ditches and tiny little bridges. Might be a bit of fun trying to get a big truck like that. Right. How am I going to attack this? Let's see what happens if I try going. Off that side. I didn't mean for you to fall back the other way. Let's just see what happens if I try pulling in that line. So that's not supporting it onto its wheels, that's just pulling it forward into the dirt. Maybe a little bit dangerous, but let's try it. I went off my side to its side. What's the chances I'm going to pull myself over? No. No. I don't even think the big crane will lift that, would it? Would a big crane lift that? Surely you need a bigger crane. I was worried about that last attempt at pulling me sideways, so I'm just going to try. That feels like that should work. But it's whether or not it'll move it forward as well. Turn its engine on so it can help me a little bit. No, 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 no. Got it stuck on a tree now. I want that on the other side. Then I want to steer uphill. See if we can just nudge it past that tree. Squeeze past that tree for me, will you please, love? There you go. There you go. Oh, I'm stuck on something else now. Is that a Pacific? It is, isn't it? Yeah. Nice. Nice looking crane truck. What sort of Pacific is that then? I know I get a 512 on the Black Badger Lake map, the other map, which I haven't claimed yet. I didn't pick it up when I was driving within about 100 meters of it, but I still didn't claim it when I came and got the A-Star. Nice crane lorry. It's a shame it doesn't end up by mine. Right. Engine off the crane lorry. Engine off me. Have a look at the map. It just says I've got to deliver it. It doesn't say anything about repairing it so far. So I think I'm going to come... I don't really know this route. It's going to work very well, but... across here, round here, and try that route into the fuel storage, because there's only one of these little bridges to traverse if I go that way, whereas all the you know, if I went this route, there's loads of those little bridges, and I'm not confident about getting over the little bridges with a big truck and a bigger truck in tow. So we'll hoik that in a little bit tighter. We will turn its engine back on for a bit of assistance. Doesn't make any sense to try and struggle towing it all the way. And see if we can get this beast back to its garage. And then in general, obviously at the moment I'm in the Zix, but I think in general my thoughts for fuel on this map is that I'll have a 2,000 litre fuel carrier trailer that I'm about to collect from this garage or from this fuel station, and I think I'll buy the Tatra Phoenix a 2,000 litre fuel add-on and use the Phoenix plus the trailer to be a 4k litre fuel bunker. So when I need fuel, the Phoenix can pull a trailer into this same place that I'm going to now, refill both the fuel add-on and the trailer, and then drag it back out to where I need it. I think that's a fairly efficient way to do it. It's a nice house in the woods, doesn't it? Doesn't look haunted at all. Nice setting. It's a flat map, isn't it? I suppose because I've been used to Yukon, which is quite mountainous, this feels like a very flat map in comparison. Go through this person's yard. What am I stuck on? I put myself on a tree trunk. Didn't see it. Yeah, very flat. Nice picturesque location, but your house needs a roof sorting, mate. I need to deliver some roof shingles. Right, isn't there a bridge here? Yeah. the bridge ahead to negotiate. What variant of Pacific is this then? Is this the 512? Is that the game telling me that my 512 would make a good crane truck for this map? Alright, okay. That bridge was okay actually. Oh no, steady. Steady. Don't speak too soon. Right, I think I was meant to turn left after the bridge. I missed my line a little bit. So we can get through here. That crane truck's following me like a beaut, isn't it? Zix power. Love this truck. That was the game deciding it needed to cut my engine out. Right. Shall I take the fuel out of the Pacific before I get there? Does that mean? Does it mean yes? Is it sensible? Yes. One noble driver. You just siphoned the fuel out while you got there, mate. One noble driver. Already thought we'd have to saw the crane in half. That's a bit drastic. Saved us all. You're welcome to use our workshop if you need it. So fuel station. Workshop implies repair points, but I don't think. I think that's probably a easy mode thing rather than a hard mode thing. But more importantly, in here is a fuel carrier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it up. Engine oil. So yeah, confirmed. $2 a litre, which means I won't have to do any Michigan fuel runs for this map. I can just get my fuel here. Real. So that's the Zix and the fuel carrier trailer. Full to the brim. And I'm going to take this fuel carrier trailer back the way I've just come to the garage. And then it can be my fuel depot in that area. So back out. I'm pretty close to this. It'd be stupid not to get it while I'm here, wouldn't I? I don't even know what it's for, but rather than coming down here with the Ford just to get that, I'm going to come back out through here, over the bridge, through here. But when I get to that location, I'll drop a trailer off, go and get that upgrade, come back, get the trailer, back up to the garage. Yeah, seems silly not to get that upgrade while I'm here. Full dart now, unfortunately. But I think, yeah, I think this trailer plus the Tatra Phoenix with a 2k fuel add-on minimize how many times I have to come down through the forest to get fuel by carrying 4k at a time. Beautiful. Feeling good about Wisconsin already. I'm just going to cut across. I'm not going to try and line up this trailer on that bridge. I think this Zix can cope with avoiding the bridge completely. Let's mark that there and then come around this way. Nosing up here, a bit stubborn really. Just to get this upgrade. fine-tuned gearbox or a bunch of scouts. Probably never going to use that. Whatever. For my scouts, I tend to use the SnowRunner gearbox. Same as big trucks, I tend to use the off-road. Back in, get my trailer, get up to the garage. And then the next vehicle to come through will be the Ford F750 to run around and do some scouting. No, it doesn't want to play. Let's just use the winch. There we go. Up this way to the sawmill. I'm just going to get this to the garage and then we'll get the scout out. What's this one then? Rail section. And manufacture rail sections. It's a new type of cargo for me. Interesting. And here we are back at garage. Spin this around and park it somewhere convenient for any passing vehicles. And parked out there. Engine off. Let's just refuel so that the Zix is full to the brim again. And then we are into the garage and let's get our next vehicle in. So truck storage, Ford F750. Another 3,500 deployment from Yukon. What is this to repair? It's only 1,500 for a body repair. Yeah, I think it deserves it. So I'm gonna refuel. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that's true. Gotta do that. My utility mount had a bit in it. There's a few of my vehicles that I've basically retained them dry. So I'll have to bring fuel to them. In fact, I probably should put that trailer in at the garage exit area. So let's fill up everything on board. Nice. And then I think it's worth resupplying the Ford. So what do I want to get to? I want to get down to this watchtower. Makes the most obvious choice. I don't know whether this map will require me to buy a prototype scout trailer, the exploration trailer. I think probably not. But I think I'll come in, get some resupply points. So first of all, into here. Get some resupply points. And then head south to this watchtower. Tell me what that wrong turn is that I found. See what else is in that corner. And then come back, maybe get the other two watchtowers. There's a watchtower over here that I already got when I came to get the thirsty girl. So first stop, resupply point. Second stop, watchtower. Let's go. And what time was it? 3 AM, so about 10 minutes of real-time darkness, and then it should be daylight again. I might not even bring the Tatarin through. Tatarin has been my scout of choice up until Yukon. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Yeah, okay. Left turn, Clyde. But this Ford has really grown on me. It's a cracking scout vehicle. Probably not the most efficient. But certainly the most versatile. And with those fuel add-ons, probably the most range. So the rest of this episode will just be a bit of scouting, I think. And the next couple of episodes may be quite heavy on scouting out the map and working out what needs doing before I worry about actually doing tasks. Right, so utility mount. Pick up bed. That's me fully stocked and fully repaired. Great. The next is going to be out through here and then follow this road down south to see about getting to that watchtower. A little bit of cab view. Just for a bit. Break things up a little bit. Wisconsin. Anybody live in Wisconsin? There's a couple of people from Yukon mentioned in comments when I started exploring that region. You got any Wisconsin residents? Oh, here we go. Broken bridge. South Bridge discovered. This bridge was never finished. We have to complete the job so we can stay connected with this part of the region. 7.5 grand. Start tracking it. What's required for this one then? 2 metal beams. 2 metal beams. And it's crossing a fairly wide looking river, so I don't know about wading that. So I know I can craft metal beams here from rolled steel, and I know there's metal rolls here, but this north bridge also requires metal rolls. So I kind of need to work out how to get over to the other side with a cargo truck, because once I've got north bridge done, crafting more metal beams. So North Bridge is a priority.
One eternity later.
I'm just going to take the scout back out. Maybe come along this line. Have a little look at the river to see if there's a crossing area there. But if not, then I'll head back up to the road and maybe try and get on the railway line and come down through here and have a look at this other watchtower. There probably is crossing points in the water. There usually is, isn't there? I'm going to take this little side lane, have a look. I'm enjoying this so far. Good first impressions, this map. There's a lane going down there. I mean, I am in scouting mode. I ought to be having a look, didn't I? Nah, stick to plan. Stick to plan, because when I do eventually get to that watchtower, it's going to open up this area you can see from the circle of Fog of War. Most of this area will become illuminated for me. So stick to plan, Atley. I'm kind of interested in what that diesel locomotive thing's all about. I wasn't going fast enough to do that. Don't want to go down this lane. I did that in the Zix just now, didn't I? Stick to the road, come through the rail production plant, pick up the railway that way. Partly because it means I don't need all-wheel drive. Trundling along quite happily in two-wheel drive at the moment. So if I want to get, part of my focus is trying to get to the watchtower. Yeah, I may as well just stick to plan, follow the railway line. Takes me in the direction at least. Bit of an overgrown railway line, mind, isn't it? Probably a job for the Zix to try and pull this out, isn't it? Sweet. That's a beaut, isn't it? I don't know much about American locomotives. I don't know what class that is. It's big though, isn't it? Anything else in that yard? Any other tasks or activities in this yard? Can't see any Martian ants anyway. It doesn't look like it, does it? Map. There's a trail there. That's the way to get up. So these roads just run down through. Looks like a house you could deconstruct, probably wooden planks. And maybe task givers in some of this area, but I think getting the watchtower is the best answer. Just out of interest, I know it's going to be futile, or I suspect it's going to be futile. Let's have a go and see if this board can move this locomotive. Get a handbrake off, it might help. I'm going to assume it's going to take some pretty big horsepower to shift this. And again, I'm assuming it's a tow rope job. So in crawler gear, diff lock is always on. Let's back it up a little bit, see if we can do a bit of clean and jerk. No. No, not moving at all. I'll bring the Zix in and see if the Zix can shift it. Right, how are we doing for time? Not too bad. I'm just going to try and get to that watchtower if I can. If I can do that, that'll be a good place to leave the episode. And then next episode we'll crack on with scouting. And I'm probably going to scout both maps so that I know all of the cargo locations. Maybe turning left here at some point. That looked like a trail, didn't it? That's a trail, isn't it? Let's just mark the map for where the watchtower is. And then I'll know that I've got a bear left if I find a trail that goes that way. Look and see what this task is. So there's a few wooden plank deconstruction jobs looking at it. I haven't seen any metal beams ones yet. Order for logs. Hey, can you help me? 17 grand? I don't care what you want, mate. Yeah, I'll help you. I'm trying to fix my farm and could really use some long logs. I'll pay you well for the haul. 17,000. Logging does pay well. Start tracking. Let's just see how many he wants. Only 2 lots. So where can I get long logs from? Other map probably by the look of it. So far, I haven't found I haven't found a logging camp on this side yet that does long logs. Fine. And then right in front of me is the road up to the watchtower. I'm just going to go through the back of your yard, mate. And pick up this lane. 2 lots of long logs into this gent. Or lady. Sweet. So what am I going to use for long logs? I know I've been told that the Pacific 512 isn't very powerful. It's the biggest thing I think people say about it. Doesn't have a very powerful engine option. I might give it a go anyway. I don't think this map is... You would imagine that the map it's available on, it would be able to cope with. May not be up to some of the harder content, but maybe the 512. I'm really going to try and minimize how many trucks that I bring into this map. I usually end up with more trucks than I need. I want to try and get it to a more sensible number of trucks and mix it up a little bit as well. Telephony. 8 grand. I'll look at the money first nowadays. Hi, we're trying to set up some mobile communication here. The signal is so bad I can't even call my mom. We got to fix that, man. But we need to haul the equipment to the hilltop. Will you help? Yes, I will. Tracking. So we've got to pick up some mobile telephony, which looks like it's down in the yard down here, I guess. What sort of trailer is... Oh, hello. Is that going to be somewhere near... That looks like that might be in the yard where the railway... Where the locomotive is that we just went to. It looks like it's a trailer plus an oversized cargo. So some kind of a trailer. Oversized cargoes are the 4 slots, aren't they? Right, okay. And then driving up here, I missed the watchtower, which is what I was here for. So well done. Well done, Outlay. Still, I'm glad because I came and found this task. Turn around and go back, get the watchtower. Wonder what sort of trailer it is, whether it's a scout trailer or a big trailer or a saddle trailer. Hazardous cargo discovered. Cutscene in the nice daylight. Nice. So this map is basically cut in half, maybe even into thirds, by water and bridges that are out. And I don't know a way across. There's got to be a way across there. Trailer in the river. There's got to be a way across there, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to recover it. Right, okay. Well, I enjoyed that. That's a interesting region. Some new challenges. And it's always good to have a change of scenery, change of pace. So, looking forward to Wisconsin. Hope you are too. But I am going to wrap this episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you're looking forward to the rest of me exploring Wisconsin in an off-road truck. I hope to see you in the next episode. But in the meantime, thanks and goodbye.